Hey, awesome spirits, and welcome to another weekly reading by me, Amanda, here at Indigo Spirit. I hope everybody survived the full moon this weekend. I didn't even realize at the beginning of last week that there was going to be a full moon, so yeah, it kind of hit me like a little bit of a brick. I'm sure it did to everyone else as well. But the reading last week kind of made sense for that. Last week was really just kind of a very, like, what am I doing kind of a week, where you're just not worrying about anyone else, being internal, figuring out what you're doing. Um, I know that last week was actually very good for me. I hope that it was better for others. I know that there's a lot of people going through some rough patches. And again, if you remember our yearly reading, a lot of things have to happen in January to make 2016 kind of right. So it may start out a little rocky, but just know that some things need to happen in order to make it smooth and flow in a way that is actually beneficial to you. Um, so, as much as you can, get through it, and hopefully, you'll be able to deal with that. Excuse me, miss. I'm in the middle of something. You need to go lay down. Pardon me. My little earth angels always like to jump in at the most interesting of times. So, just hopefully, you all know that's an extra little sign of, hey, this is important. 2016 needs to start the way it needs to start to make it right for you. So without further ado, I will pull some cards here. Oh, well, that one fell right out. So we'll go ahead and set that one aside for the beginning of the week. And what else do we need to know this week? Ooh, this one wants to come out for the middle of the week. And oh, this one on the bottom actually really wants to come out for the end of the week. So let's check out this week and hope that maybe it's more smooth and whatnot. So, a really wonderful reminder. We can't get caught up in everything that's going on around us. We have to remember that people love us and that there's a lot of love around us. And, it's just interesting because this is definitely like a, hey, just kind of remember, that you are loved. It's more like we just need to keep that in our mind the whole week. It's not necessarily this reading's just mostly about the whole week versus like, oh, beginning, middle, and end. I'm just getting that right now. Like as I'm looking at this "You Are Special" card, I'm going, oh, okay, this week's gonna be very much things we need to remember, and we have to remember that all of us have someone that love us, even when we feel like they don't. Even when we feel like there's no one, there is always at least one. So know that someone loves you. There's always someone. Definitely keep that in your mind this week, that you're not alone. You are loved. It's important to know that and to internalize that, because when we start feeling like there's nowhere else to go or that no one cares, that's when we start doing the most damage to ourselves, and know that that's not even the case, because even when we're all alone, we have our guides, the universe, we have things around us at work, energy and things. So yeah, just really remember that, like, you're not alone, you're very loved. This is a very important week to remember that with all the hardships happening. So this one's great. It says Mother Mary, which a lot of people are not like into the religious thing. But really who Mother Mary is she's the queen of the angels in the angel world. So she's somebody who represents pure love. Again, this week's going to be about love to yourself, love to other people. This one's more like asking the universe and your guides to shield you is really what this is. Mother Mary is a protector. She's a mother. She wants everyone to be safe. She's a very motherly angel, and a motherly being in general. I mean, she went through a lot in terms of like if you just look at the basic biblical story of like Mother Mary and what she did. I mean, she went through a lot. She supported her son even though everyone thought he was nuts, and went through a lot of hardships to and that's out of pure love. So really what that card is about is love. This week is definitely pretty deep. But good, because it's really about loving yourself and knowing that you are surrounded by love. Like everything is love, energy that we give to other people that's good, our smiles, any good energy you give out is love. So we have to be sure, remember that we are loved, and remember we can give love, and there's a lot of love around us, and we can ask for love. And for those who believe in guides and believe in Mother Mary, ask for her help this week. Just say, hey, I just need you to clear me out and make sure that I'm being loving, and whatever. Ask the universe, hey, just make sure I keep myself in a loving, good, happy manner. This week's about love. This week's about loving yourself. This week's about being loving, and this week's about letting go of things in which to receive and give love, because that's really what life is just about. I mean, it sounds cliche, but it's really the truth. It's about love and compassion and having being together. That's really what it's about. So then, wow, man, this week's intense. Archangel Metatron. Metatron is a very interesting angel. For someone who's an indigo, he is somebody that I follow very closely because he kind of helps indigos keep it together, as you say, because we all know how I hate injustices and things like that. So Metatron is somebody that can help balance us out. So what's great is that even though we're getting a lot of archangels and stuff this time around, and a lot of people are like not that religious, it's more than that. It's a show of balance. Like, by knowing that you are loved by yourself, by loving yourself, loving others, you're going to open yourself up to being somebody like this and to being an open source of love. And when you do those things, it'll help balance you out. Like, I'm really getting like a balance thing with Archangel Metatron, because he's somebody who can take indigos who are extremely loving but also very forceful and want justice to be served in the correct way. He can really help balance them out between those two factors, which is, a duality. We all have a duality. And this is a balance card. So if we make sure that we are keeping internal love for ourselves, knowing that others have love for us and give a lot of love, it's going to help balance out everything that's kind of just been going on lately, is really what I've been getting. It'll really help you. It'll really help everyone around you. You'd be really surprised how it's really going to affect everything. So, remember, just have a lot of love for yourself this week, and keep a lot of love for other people, and just really try to go with love this week. Go with positivity, go with love. Don't be critical of anyone. Just really keep everything nice, internalize in a healthy way, and just be able to let go. To really help balance you out. This is a really good balancing week. We all just need to relax, know that we have love, we give love, we receive love, and it'll really help just stabilize. So again, I hope everyone has a wonderful week. And luckily this full moon's gone, so hopefully we can feel a little better about that. It should be a little less crazy energy. I know every time the full moon happens, I can barely sleep. So hopefully we'll get some good sleep in, and we'll get some stuff going. And this week will be much, much better for everyone. So Indigo Blessings. Have a wonderful day. Mwah.